Hello, Star Wars unboxing fans. Welcome to another episode of Darth Tuba's Star Wars unboxing show. I'm your host, Darth Tuba, and today we are gonna take a bath. When I say we, I mean these figures. Some of these figures I've kind of gone through and kind of been gathering up some stuff, and we have what is essentially a pile here of figures that are medium levels of dirty, right? So I want to kind of give these guys a soak. I'm going to soak all of them except for this guy, and of course I'm not going to soak this guy's robe, just because this guy's got a label on it. It's in pretty good condition, so I think he's going to do more of a hand wash. He's in pretty good shape actually, so he doesn't miss his little thing, but he's okay. So that's one thing we're going to do. And this case, as I mentioned in previous episodes, kind of got a lot of labels on the back. I'm not quite sure why they're there, so I'm going to do my best to see about scrubbing them off. All right, so let's get started. I've filled a bucket with really hot water and soap. All right, and I'm going to just drop them all in. Just kind of just whee. Now some of these figures are in pretty bad shape, like this one. So we'll see what we can do with this guy. There's an Obi-Wan too that's in pretty bad shape. Some of them are okay. In fact, some of them I'm just giving them a soak just to make sure that they're at least somewhat clean. All right, there's a lot of figures there. Holy cow! These are figures that I've. Oh, yeah, I think the Yoda I'm gonna hold off on putting them in. Some of these are incomplete. Some of them are broken. Some of them are just really dirty. Any more here, buddy? Oh, yeah, we got his couple of his accoutrements. Okay, that's the first thing. Gonna pull this guy out of here and put him on the table here. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a bigger thing here, so I'm just going to make sure. Let me just make sure that this thing doesn't have any cardboard pieces. It looks like it's got some labels that might get a little damaged, but I'm okay with that. All right. Just going to let a little warm water run down this thing. It does seem to be moving a little bit. I think I'm going to grab some rubbing alcohol to try and get some of the gunk off too. See what we can do. So we did a pretty good job. I think got most of the label stuff off, but you can see there's some residue. So I'm gonna do one last resort. I tried a lot of stuff on it. Really hot water and soap. I did some rubbing alcohol. That did some work. Even put some ammonia in there. That also did some work. But I think the last resort would be to use a little steel wool. I would not recommend this because it's going to scratch it a little bit. However, there's a lot of scratches on here already, so I don't think we're not aiming to make a mint untouched. This is definitely a used case, so we'll see how we go with that. Okay, actually, it actually did a better job than I thought. I mean, there's still a little bit of residue, but really in good shape for the most part. Inside was unaffected, so I'm just going to kind of leave it Although I think we lost one label, but that's okay. I'm gonna let this drip dry like this, and now we can get to work on our figures. All right, so at this point, I've now just put some cold, clean water, all right, because they've all been rinsed, but they still have some soapy residue on them. Generally speaking, though, most of them really didn't need too much, just a little bit of, you know, wear and tear, dinginess. There were a few that I'm pretty proud of, and one that I'll get to in a minute that sadly kind of went the other way, which I'll get to in a minute. Most of these, as you can see, I think they're in better shape. Just trying to rinse off the soapiness so that they are fully clean. I'll have a little soak. And again, like I said, there may be, you know, still some wear and tear on them. But the ones that I feel, here are the ones that I feel like had the best. I mean, this Luke was in pretty good shape, but it had some dinge on it. It's much, much better now. This Luke was really dingy, but it does have some yellowing on its top here, but still a far better far better looking figure now. This is my favorite. This one, Obi-Wan, like almost brand new. Look at that. Obviously, I mean, I really went to town on this. It was like you probably saw it on the video in high speed. It was like the last one I did. I let it soak in there the most. And then this Luke, pretty good. It still has a few pieces on them, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there, but generally speaking, all right. What I was unimpressed with is what happened to poor 3PO here. It looks like he may have had some kind of a gold paint on him. Somebody might have, you know, this looks like his chrome plating was coming off, and then somebody just decided to give him a paint job or spray paint him or something, or maybe just some kind of an acrylic wash. I'm not sure. But unfortunately now he looks like he's been a bit, he's worse for wear. he went into the tub better off than he went out, but that's okay, because I am, you know, that was like a small price to pay. The rest of them are improved. So let's get them rinsed, and then we'll let them dry. We'll put them out to dry. Okay, squeaky clean, not brand new, and some of them look brand new. But another nice thing about putting them in a cold wash is that when you get them in real hot water, they tend to get very pliable, and if you're not careful, they can actually, the limbs can come off, the heads can pop out, so you just have to be a little more careful. When you put them in cold water, the plastic cools off again, and it loses its pliability, and you get back into regular figures. So overall, pretty happy with it. I'm starting to wonder now if C-3PO always had this thing, because now that he's like gotten the cold, it seems like some of that's gone away. So maybe that's just a natural something to do with the you know, the chrome plating, the way they did it with the removable limbs 3PO versus this 3PO or the Death Star droid, because it does look better. It's not 100%. We'll see what happens when it comes out all together. So as I mentioned in a previous video, these are figures I've collected through claim sales at antique stores, a couple of toy shows, you know, very inexpensive, a couple of bucks a figure. And then what I want to do is, in some cases, I think I want to use some of them for some dioramas. In some cases, if they're decent quality, I may, and if I got, you know, complete or mostly complete, I might put them in little baggies and put them out for the next sale. So we'll just kind of wait and see how things work with that. But anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. You know, this is a great way to take care of your figures, take care of your used figures. If you find a bunch in an antique store or in a flea market, this is a great way to get them, you know, closer to their original condition. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Check out all the other content on the Red 5 network. Thank you, Red 5, for supporting the channel as always. And also check me out on Instagram and Bluesky. Also, Darth Tuba's unboxing page on Facebook. Thanks so much for watching. And until next time, may the Force and the toys be with you.